I'm at the Species Corner for Nature, which brings together art and science, really to cut through the noise of Davos. As part of this entire tribute to Jane Goodall, I have with me three very important people who have brought and curated this entire piece. Let me introduce you to them. I have with me Professor Gail Whiteman. She's the professor and co-creator of Climate Base Camp, and she has curated this entire space. I also have with me Joep van Lieshout. He's the artist of Monkeyrock. You can see that creation of Monkeyrock, and we'll ask him what it's all about. And also joining us is Goodenough, who's rewriting Earth and Jane Goodall's friend and co-writer. First of all, thank you for speaking with us. Tell us a little bit about this creation. You've curated this for Jane Goodall as a tribute. Tell us about it.
Well, I think the wonderful thing about Monkeyrock, Species Corner for Nature, is that the purpose of that is to really make sure that nature-based risks and solutions are part of the Davos agenda. We've seen massive backsliding throughout the world, and we're using this installation as a way to put that attention back on what we think is the most important, that being nature. I'm going to let my colleagues explain a little bit more about Jane Goodall, but it's just a delight to actually have this together and right here on the promenade.
Absolutely, Joep. It's about cutting the noise here, and you have created that sculpture, Monkeyrock, and we all have I think we all have it here, right? Which is really says, speaks, to love nature and the kind of work which Jane Goodall has done, and, to ensure that we, make up for what she's done and don't cover up that void. Mm-hmm. Tell us, what was the thought behind creating Monkeyrock up there?
The idea was to unite art and science together to make a bigger impact. So that's why I created the monkey on top. The monkey that is like close to the human being, but the monkey is also making fun and talking to everyone. You could also say it's the monkey of Troy.
Yeah.
So we sneak in here. And the rock itself is the pavilion that will be used for discussions and dialogues and to catalyze innovation and change.
Indeed is dialogues. The theme this year as well is Spirit of Dialogues.
Exactly.
Pool, you've worked very closely with Jane Goodall. She's done some pioneering work, whether it's with the research on chimpanzees, climate action. Since you worked with us, tell us, what is your thought about having this little corner here at Davos?
Well, I just wish we didn't have to do this, to be honest. I wish we didn't have to stand here and have this tribute for her because she was still alive. I would swap anything for that. But given she has left us and she's left such a big hole in the world, what we're all trying to do is fill that hole and make promises, both ourselves and asking other people to do the same, about which bits of Jane's work we're going to pick up. What things we're going to try and make better in the world that we see and the world that she wanted to make. And so that's what we're here doing. We've got people who are committing to make their lives better and committing to do more for the planet right here at Monkeyrock. They just write a little note down here, drop it in the box, and they promise to be better. And maybe if you fancied it, you might like to do one in a minute.
Yes, I am going to make my promise, and it's a great idea, to ensure that the kind of work which she has done for us as individuals, as people here, we also make a promise to love nature, to love animals, and keep up the work which she's done. Well, it's really been a pleasure. A message you would quickly like to give our viewers at NDTV, really as a tribute.
Well, I think each of us can make a difference for climate and nature. And I think Jane was very, very strong about that hope comes from the individual, and it comes from what we're actually going to stand up and do, and what do we commit to. So I would encourage all of your viewers to think about what can they do, and if collectively we add up all of our individual selves, I think we can make a big difference.
Yes, absolutely. Responsibility lies on each one of us. What would your message be, you?
I think it would be great if we could organize coming together of all different fields in the world, so science, culture, arts, biology, you name it, to open up our view and to find a new goal, or the best goal.
And lastly, what about you? What message, and also a little bit about the tattoo which we all have. Tell our viewers about that.
So in terms of the message, I would love everybody watching this just to find your thing. Similar to what Gail said, I mean, maybe you just have an area around there where you can make more habitable for wildlife. Maybe there's an animal you could care for. Maybe there's a street dog, or maybe there's some birds you can look after. Just find your thing that makes you happy. Because if by helping nature you're made happier, you'll do it more often. It'll become a habit. And Jane was all about making habits. So that would be my message to everyone at home. And as for these eyes, these are monkeys' eyes. So these are basically, they sit on us to remind us, as both a reminder of what Jane was stood for and why these guys have made Monkeyrock, and to say to us we can be better. And the monkey's watching us wherever we go.
And make sure we do what we can do for our nature and preserve it and love nature.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, and what a lovely initiative.